Alright, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it's worth. Let's get this merch. Subscribe to the PDH Network. Alright, y'all see what's going on here. As y'all see the thumbnail, y'all read the title under the thumbnail. Yeah, man, this one today is dealing with your boy, Mr. MobTie's Jas Prince. Yeah, this is the brother of J.Prince Jr. and the son of J.Prince, you understand? Now, Jas Prince, he's mostly the laid-back, conservative type of dude compared to his brother J.Prince Jr. You understand? Now, based on this whole situation, the people do know that it was Jas' private party that was thrown out there in H-Town at the bowling alley where TakeOff was sent up, you understand? Now, I told y'all before, man, this is what they pops didn't want. J.Prince, he didn't want the feds come questioning him or his sons pertaining to TakeOff or Duke the Jeweler untimely demise, y'all feel me? But again, because it's getting heated and there's some people talking that's a part of the mob ties, hey man, this is what you gonna get. A lot of people already knew them low-level street guys that J.Prince Jr. was paying off to handle the whole Duke situation and also happened to be one of the guys to send up TakeOff. Come on, man. Again, what's happening is they're gonna bring in the mob ties affiliates along with the Prince brothers and his father to see what's going on out there in H-Town, man. Because we all have the same question. Why is this happening under y'all watch? If y'all say y'all for successful black men and protecting them, then why is this happening? You understand? And at the same time, why was the pops lying about not knowing who got something to do with TakeOff untimely demise? He knew the whole time it was Lil Cam 5th. Again, that's the reason why in that statement he put out on social media, he said, don't stand behind me. Why would you say that if you didn't know that it was a mob figure? You understand? How you gonna say that if you did not know it was somebody affiliated to your son's camp? So at the same time, I'll let y'all know last video, Boosie, hey man, he told J.Prince Jr. and Jas, hey man, let the people know that it was somebody that was affiliated to y'all that had something to do with Duke, man. So once they know that, they could automatically put it together that, hey, y'all was the same dudes who was in the room when TakeOff was sent up as well, man. Before we get into it, let's pay our respects and say rest in peace to TakeOff, condolences to his family, and much love to all my folks in the ATL. Same thing goes for Chicago's own Duke the Jeweler. Rest in peace to Duke the Jeweler, condolences to his family, and much love to all my folks in Chicago. I told y'all before, man, even the Prince brothers know this, and they pops know this. Hey man, the GDs, they needed to have a conversation with those guys based on what happened to Duke, man. Because I told y'all, man, Boosie already put it out there. He had nothing to do with it. You understand? So based on that, they already had a conversation with Boosie. Boosie already took a flight out to Chicago. That's when I told y'all that one of his concert was canceled in Chicago based on some folks out there in the city thought that he had something to do with Duke's untimely demise. But again, now the people starting to see the real story is starting to unfold. You understand? Because again, like I told y'all before, man, them dudes over there in the mob ties camp, they do whatever they feel, man. They don't be listening to Jas or J.Prince Jr. But again, this video is based on the feds had to come question Jas Prince to see what he know about the whole TakeOff situation, man, to understand what actually happened. And not only that, man, and at the same time, they want to know the real what's going on behind his pops. If y'all ain't familiar, the feds, they had been on J.Prince and his associates for about the past 30, 35 years, you understand? Even before Rap-A-Lot, Bad Boys, and The Row was going to join together and create one unified record label, hey man, the feds was on J.Prince before that, you understand? And at the same time, they was also on him dealing with that, whatever conversations he was having with Mr. Larry Hoover. Again, I told y'all that Wack 100 felt that J.Prince was using the Hoover family based on trying to stuff his own pockets with cash, you understand? And at the same time, I told y'all Charleston White, another cat who was from Texas, to speak on J.Prince mob ties and say, hey man, they only known out there in Houston. They not making no moves all over the state of Texas like y'all think they are. They not. I'm telling y'all, man. I got some folks in the comments from Dallas, some folks in the comments from Fort Worth, some folks in the comments from different parts of Texas who feel the same way. Like, nah, man, the mob ties, they only known in a certain part of Houston. and really not all over Houston like that. You understand? But like I said, man, this video is based on if Jas gonna speak, man. Because like I said, Jas, he's not the same like his brother, J.Prince Jr. And with that being said, hey, we don't know if J.Prince Jr. might say a few words. We do know that Boosie told him, hey, tell Lil Cam 5th to step forward and let them people know that he has something to do with Duke. Because once they know he has something to do with Duke, they can also discover that what actually happened to TakeOff. That y'all got to do over there in y'all camp that's itching to up the blicky, man. And again, on another brother. Because this could have all been properly diffused if dudes was thinking maturely. I told y'all before, man, when it's a lot of money in a room, egos get in the way. One person want to seem bigger than the other. And at the same time, that's what I was told. I was told that J.Prince Jr., because it was in the city that he was from, he was moving a certain way. He was talking to Quavo like Quavo was a little dude. So Quavo had to check him. Like, hey, man, you got to stand down on the way you talking to me, fam, before I had to do something to somebody. Hey, man, that's when everybody know somebody from J.Prince Jr. camp up the blicky, you understand, went for TakeOff. That's when Migos bands, he felt it was in his interest to protect TakeOff and Quavo. But he was just a little too late. But at the same time, he still felt like, hey, man, I got to do what's ever necessary. That's the whole reason why after y'all heard the first shot that got TakeOff, the other ones came from Migos bands, man. Because like I told y'all, man, he was trying to clear the room. But also at the same time, like a lot of y'all, I wish that none of this would have happened. I wish that guys would have been more mature and not so ego driven. You know what I'm saying? Diffuse the situation. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to understand this, especially as black people, because we so quick tempered, and that's real talk. We have to diffuse the situation so we can go home to our families, man. If you don't, then, hey, man, your homeboy, he better get away from you, because you got the mentality that you have nothing to lose. And when anytime you dealing with a man that got nothing to lose, he's the worst type of dude to hang around. I'm telling y'all, man, real talk. So again, that's what I believe what happened. I believe that it was somebody in that building that was associated to the J.Prince Jr. MobTie's affiliates who felt like, hey, man, I got nothing to lose anyway. And again, at the same time, a lot of people feel this same cat is connected to Duke the Jeweler untimely demise. Again, where's the bag of jewelry? Boosie already put it out there. Him and his guys got nothing to do with it. But at the same time, now we seeing, yeah, it's true. Now it goes to J.Prince Jr. and Jas. That's the whole reason why I'm doing this video based on, hey man, they're questioning Jas right now to see what he know about what happened to TakeOff, Duke the Jeweler, and to see what they pops got up their sleeve. You understand? Because like I told y'all before, man, them people, them alphabet boys, they have been on J.Prince and his affiliates for about the past 30 years. So to me, even when he came out and made MobTies, I'm like, why would you do that when them people been knowing you for the past 30, 35 years, man? Y'all got to understand, J.Prince, he was around, they tagged Larry Hoover visiting passes with hearing devices. You understand? And that's around the same time that J.Prince was going up there to visit Larry Hoover. So what I'm saying is, dealing with all that, right? Knowing that them people been watching you when you was going to go see Mr. Larry Hoover, and when you was making your moves to try to put the role, Bad Boys, and Rap-A-Lot together, they have been watching you then. They have been watching you based on whoever you know out there in the city of Houston, and you still make a terminology like MobTies. Come on, man. That don't even seem right. And a lot of people believe that's the reason why his sons is moving the way they are. Because it's almost like they pops is validating them just for the word of clout. I don't know if that's true, but a lot of people do feel that way. You understand? Hey, we got more in store. But as always, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it's worth. Let's get this merch. Subscribe to the PDH Network.